friends, and welcome back to my channel. This week's video is going to be my haul for the month of March. It's getting to that time of the month where I'm wrapping up everything that I have read and watched, and then of course today's video is everything that I've bought this month. So I feel like a lot of the damage that I did this month was in Barnes & Noble, manga wise. They had their buy one get one 50% off manga and anime sales, so I did quite a bit of damage. So yeah, I just think one of these volumes is not from Barnes & Noble, so yeah, I picked up quite a bit from there, but I feel like I got some good deals. So when I kind of brought everything, calculated everything. So yeah, before we get into it, I am just having a hot cappuccino. I am very tired, so hopefully this wakes me up a bit, and talking about things that I love usually wakes me up quite a bit. So yeah, I will go ahead and get into it now. So to kind of get into it here, this is partially a collective haul. So, you know, me picking up volumes that I needed to, you know, complete certain series that I have or work on completing them. But I also picked up, let's see, I broke my no new series rule, but this sale kind of gave me an excuse. Every time I would pick up a volume, I'd be like, okay, I just need one more. And then I would spot something else that I needed, and then I'd be like, okay, I just need one more, and then I'll be done. So I blame Barnes & Noble for me breaking my rule. So I guess I'll show you everything that is kind of like a part of the collective haul, I guess. This is volumes 10 and 11 of Chainsaw Man. This month I have been working on reading Chainsaw Man, and I read up to volume 9, and then I regretted so badly that I didn't have these two already. So I'm gonna read these today. Like as soon as I finish filming this, I'm reading these two. Chainsaw Man really surprised me, actually. This is, oh my, I love this series. This very well could be a new favorite series for me, new favorite like shonen, you know, type of series. So I love this, and I'm going to, as soon as I finish reading this, I'm going to go back and watch the anime, because I only watched the first few episodes of it, because I wanted to just read the series. But now, since part 1 is kind of concluded here, I do know that volumes 12 and 13 are already out for pre-order, but I'm just going to wait on those until I see them in person. So part 1 is now complete in my collection. So yeah, I'm so excited to continue picking those up. Chainsaw Man is such a great series. I'm so I just love the characters in this series so much too. There's some that you don't, you know, necessarily like. Anyways, let me save my thoughts for my wrap up, you know, going on next week. So but yeah, all in all, I love Chainsaw Man, and I cannot wait to pick up more of those in the months to come. Also collective here, this is Nana. I spotted volume 1, and then this is the one volume that I got at Second and Charles. So this one I did pick up at Barnes & Noble. So I'm so excited that I finally have volume 1. I'm very tempted to read this, but I'm going to hold off until I have at least 5 volumes. I really honestly want to wait until I have every single volume to read this, but I don't know, I might start reading it once I have like a little bit of a chunk of this series. So yeah, I love the covers on Nana. I just feel like they're more, I don't know, I really like this art style, so I'm excited to get into it. I don't know much about Nana, so I have been finding that I kind of like going into series a little bit more blind lately. So yeah, so those are kind of the few that have already been out that I just now am picking up. So I will now go ahead and get into the new releases that I picked up this month. The first new release that I was so excited to see was Mint Chocolate Volume 7. Look at how cute this cover is. She's so cute. I love this series so much, so I'm really excited to get another volume of this. So I feel like this series is probably going to be wrapped up relatively soon. I really need to look it up. But yeah, I honestly kind of forgot about this, and then I spotted it and they only had one volume of this left, and I just sniped it right away. Even though there was nobody in the manga section next to me, I felt like the need to just like go and grab it, like, this is mine. But yeah, we shall see what I think of this one once I, read this one. You should be hearing about it in the wrap up for this month, because this is another one that as the volumes get released, I like to read pretty quickly. But let's move on to the last collective manga and the last new release. Alright, so this last collective one is Solo Leveling Volume 6. Another one that I kind of forgot about, and then I spotted it and I picked it up right away. I really should look at my list when I go out. That's why I created the list, but yeah, so I spotted this and I was like, oh my goodness. So this one I'm excited to get into. Solo Leveling is such a fun series, and the art should she interesting. I do notice as I kind of flip through this that a new character is introduced here. She looks gorgeous, so I'm excited to see what she's all about. But yeah, I do know that this is a 14 volume series, so we are almost halfway through with the English publications of this. So yeah, really excited to get into this one. I love how like new and shiny this is. Yeah, you probably will also be hearing about that in the wrap up, because I like to read new releases pretty quickly. But these next few are all new to me series, and a couple of them are actually relatively new as well. So there are 3 new series that have been added to my collection, and I'm really excited for all of them. So let's go ahead and get into them. Also, just apologies if I sound a bit like stuffy and like a bit weird, although I feel like in all my videos there's something going on with my voice. But it is spring and I've just been kind of like congested and just feeling like dry lately, so I'm just trying to deal with it the best I can. But yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and get into these. This is another manhwa series added to my collection. This is Villains Are Destined to Die, Volume 1. I spotted this and I picked it up and I added it to my pile because I've been meaning to get into this one, and I've heard that people love this series. And I mean, I already knew the art was going to be stunning, like, and it's in full color, of course. So I'm really excited to get into this one. Wow, this page. Let me find that again. Wow. Okay, I don't want to flip through too much so I don't spoil myself or you guys. I will go ahead and kind of show you the synopsis on the back here, and you can pause if you'd like to read if you're not familiar with it. But it is an isekai, so kind of adding into my isekai genre. So far I have only enjoyed isekai in manhwa form. I just feel like in manhwa they handle it in a way that I like. No offense to regular Japanese isekais, I just have not enjoyed any of those. So I'm really excited to get into this one. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like it. I mean, it's got stunning art, beautiful characters, so I should enjoy it just fine, I think. But I think those two, Solo Leveling and Villains Are Destined to Die, are the only manhwa series in this haul. So that wraps up the manhwa. This next one, I guess you could say, is also a new release, but it's I guess a reprint of sorts. It's the collector's edition of Marmalade Boy. This is the first volume. This is another one that I spotted and I just grabbed it right away. Like, I had no self-control when I was at Barnes that day. Like, I just had no self-control. Whatever I saw, I picked it up and added it to my pile. So I'm really excited to get into this one. I didn't even realize, I just realized this the other day, that like a couple of the pages in here are in full color. Like the pages like between chapters are in full color. So I'm so excited to get into this. This will probably be all over my Instagram because I just love the art, and the art style is so cute. Like, look at them. And then the full color pages I just love. So super excited to get into this one finally. I know I said that I was going to watch the anime first, but like I said, I had no self-restraint when I went into Barnes that day. So that is why that one is coming into the collection. So last manga volume here before we get into all of the novels. This is one that I've been wanting to pick up for a while now, but I never saw volume 1, and that day I spotted it. So this is Snow White with the Red Hair, volume 1. This is a really cute series. A lot of people really love it, and it just seems like something that I would really enjoy. And I do have younger siblings, so I feel like this is a series that my little sister in particular would also like to read with me. So yeah, I am planning on actually doing kind of a video on recommendations for younger audiences, just because you know, I feel like, me personally, I don't read anything explicit. I don't have any of that in my collection, nor do I read it at all. But there are certain series that I do have that, you know, have more mature ratings. And even if they are just rated teen, you know, they might still not be the most age appropriate for younger audiences. So yeah, definitely look out for that. I think I'm going to probably do a little bit more research, just because I only know of a few series that I would recommend for younger audiences. So but yeah, just be aware that that will be coming up soon at some point. Not sure when I'll get around to that, but that is all for the manga that I picked up. So now I will go ahead and show you guys all of the novels that I got. So first off, I have Good Girl Bad Blood by Holly Jackson. This is a part of the Good Girl's Guide to Murder trilogy. So this is the second book. I am currently reading the first one, and it's pretty good. So I did go ahead and pick up the second one, because I heard that people were saying, like, don't make the mistake of not having the next books readily available to read, because it's quite a gripping story, and I can see that already. So yeah, I thought I would just go ahead and pick this up and have this ready to go once I finish the first book, because I do really want to do a binge of this trilogy. But yeah, that's that one. And then I will go ahead and show you guys my book of the month pick for March. And my book of the month pick for March was The Last Russian Doll. This one sounded pretty interesting to me, and I thought the cover was pretty. So, but most of all, the story sounded interesting. So here is a bit of the synopsis here, so you can pause and take a read. But this is historical fiction, so I do love me a good historical fiction. So I hope that this one is a good one. This is also a debut novel, so yeah, I'm excited to support this new author and check this out, because it sounds like something that I would really enjoy. So yeah, it is the end of March already, and I have not started this, so I will probably have to do so soon here just to check it out. But yeah, I'm hoping to finish the Good Girl's Guide to Murder book, and then I might might start this just to see if I like it. As you know, last month I picked out Miracle Creek, and that was such a hit for me. Oh my goodness. So I'm hoping the same goes for this one. But yeah, that was my book of the month pick. And so these last two books here are, I got both of them secondhand. So I got them for a bit cheaper. I personally like to read books in hardcover form better, just because even for like annotating, it just works out a lot better to where I'm not like fussed about the tabs like sticking out and then like butting up against like the wall and my shelf. So yeah, all of these are hardcovers besides this one, and I'm kind of mad at myself that I didn't wait to find the hardcover versions, because now that I'm like tabbing and annotating, I'm just kind of annoyed with the tabs sticking out and just being in the way. But yeah, I'll go ahead and get into the last two. So this first one is The Surrogate by Toni Helene. Not sure how to pronounce that. This is, of course, hardcover, and I got it at Second & Charles, so secondhand book here. It's always fun to find a book that you've been wanting to read secondhand and for a good price. So yeah, this is originally $27.99, so I'm stoked that I got it for just about $10. So I have already read this one, so you will hear my thoughts on it in next week's video. But I will show you the synopsis here again if you want to pause and read. It sounded pretty interesting. I won't say too much, but there aren't any tabs, so I guess maybe you can kind of guess what my thoughts were. So yeah, but this last one here is Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. I'm probably mispronouncing all these names, oh my goodness. But this one is a little bit more beat up than I would have hoped, but it's not the end of the world. I'm just glad that I got it for a good price, just because hardcovers are pretty pricey. So I'm probably going to be picking up a lot more secondhand here. So if you don't know, this is the synopsis. I recently watched the movie and I really liked it, so I wanted to read the book. So I'm glad that I have this now. I will probably read this hopefully in April if I get through the A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. I really want to get through that and then tackle some of these other couple things on my TBR. But yeah, that is it for this month's haul. So let me just give you a quick overview. Okay, so here is an overview. Of course, we have all the manga: Chainsaw Man, Nanam and Chocolate, Snow White with the Red Hair, Solo Leveling, Villains Are Destined to Die, Marmalade Boy, and then for the novels, Good Girl, Bad Blood, The Last Russian Doll, The Surrogate, and Where the Crawdads Sing. So all great stuff here. I'm super excited to read some of these. Well, all of them. So hopefully you should hear my thoughts on all of this soon. But yeah, that's it for this month. I feel like, I was just about to say, I feel like I reined it in a bit this month, and, did I? I would say so, just based on last month's haul. I feel like that one was a bit out of control. I was like taking up this entire shelf. So I hope to move forward into this trajectory of slowing down my purchasing. I have been reading at the same rate as I've been buying, so that's not the issue. It's just collecting manga is not exactly the cheapest hobby. So I am just really going to read what I have and really go through things and decide if I want to unhaul anything. I already do have a stack that I'm going to be getting rid of, so I will try and link my Mercari, so if you want to check any of that out, I've got a couple of manga series on there, and then I also do have some figures, so I will try to link that down below for you if you're interested to take a look. But yeah, anyways, that is it for this month's haul. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know of any series that you picked up this month, if you picked up any new series, if there were some of these same ones. But yeah, I hope you guys are have had a great week, and I wish you guys a great week coming up. So yeah, anyways, thanks for spending some of your time with me, and yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Bye bye.